That Blackburn kid's getting like death threats, bro. And like CU fans are now advocating that we don't play the game anymore. Look, Blackburn.
I'm glad you're talking about this.
He should not be getting death threats. Anybody that's threatening him and his family, you're a piece of shit. Like karma will come for you. Leave this kid alone. He was told to do that, guys. You actually think the coaches didn't tell them to lay down all the time when Colorado was going fast and fake injuries? You actually think the coaches told them not to hit people late and they had 9 personal fouls? You think that that's just a coincidence?
I don't know if I agree with the late being told to be done. I agree with you.
Probably not directly. Coach probably didn't say, hey, hit him late. They probably was like, hey, we played physical, hit his ass all game.
Norvell didn't say hit him late. Norvell said, I guarantee you, in a passing way, if their best players can't play, they can't beat us. So we should try and take them out. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but that is bounty. So
I agree with that, Matt. But I also think if they were playing for me, they were going to do the same thing in defense of me as the head coach because they bought into Norvell.
I get that, but there's a difference between buy-in and 2 steps when the ball's let go and the ball being on the ground and fucking trying to take the kid out. Like trying to take Travis Hunter out, which is essentially what they did. And now he's out for a month with our biggest games coming up. That's what CSU wants to do. They don't want to win the game. They want to try and injure everybody because they're soft. And in actuality, that's the only way they think they can beat us. And like I said yesterday, they always fuck it up at the end. They don't know how to finish. They just think they know how to fight. But in actuality, the fight is the finish, dog. So if you can't finish the fight, you lose. So you can be a telephone tough guy all you want, and they can like act like they did something in this moral victory that they think they got. But all you did was blow a lead, and your aggressive nature and the way that you tried to manipulate the game through dirty play and taking players out cost you the game in the long run. And now this kid is getting eviscerated in social media, which he should be, but he shouldn't be getting death threats. I mean, it's a football game, for God's sakes. Even Travis Hunter said it's just football. It's what it is. Right. And look, this is the way people are going to go after Colorado because they're tired of all the hype surrounding Dion and everybody else. So if you
I gotta be honest, I don't think the casual fan realizes what a rivalry football game is or what it entails. I mean, Shedeur Sanders poked the guy with his fucking finger. I mean, there's all this shit, man. Nobody want to talk about both sides of it. Hunter was yipping and yapping before the game. I'm so happy that Hunter came out and was like, "This fucking football, bro." Like, shut up. Like,
and these two teams hate each other. And honestly, I'm going to say this again.
What? I don't think death threats should happen.
No, they shouldn't. Colorado and Colorado State despise each other, but I don't know if there's mutual respect there either because there's just not. I hate them. I respect Nebraska, and honestly, I thought Nebraska would give us that fight.
Yeah,
I can't believe that Colorado State played like Nebraska should have. And
you know what I think it was, though, Matt? I'll be honest. I just talked about this, and it was funny. I was talking to Weddle and some other people. Nebraska hasn't played them in a while. Like, it's a difference when those players are so far removed because of the portal. Like
2 years ago, what are you talking about? We beat them.
I get it, but they're not playing every year anymore like Colorado State, dude. Right?
We haven't played Colorado State in 5 years until last Saturday. So again,
but it's in-state rivalry. It's a difference to me.
Colorado Nebraska is a way bigger rivalry than Colorado State. Period.
Yeah, because of all the prior years of history.
But you're saying they don't play, and we just beat them in Lincoln in 18 and beat them in Boulder in 19, took 2 years off, and then beat them again in Boulder, and we go to Lincoln next year. There's games and there's hatred, and I'm just saying I expect Nebraska to show up like CSU did.
But my point is you're never going to have the fucking rivalry we once had with the portal the way it is. I'm just telling you. There's going to be no more
rivalry like you once had. Unless the conference keeps the rivalry like Ohio State, Michigan, and the Iron Bowl and things of that nature, Bedlam's gone.
The
Civil War is gone. Nebraska and Colorado don't play anymore. Nebraska and Oklahoma don't play. It's all bullshit. I get it, but that doesn't mean that the rivalry is somewhat diminished. If anything, it's heightened because we don't play that much. So
Cal playing Virginia now is going to be a fucking thing. Like, what are we doing?
What it is, man. We're not riding the Oregon Trail here. Let's stop acting like these kids can't get on a plane and go play a fucking football game. Give me a break. Give me a break. They're fine. If Stanford and Cal don't want to do that to their student athletes, go be in the fucking Mountain West. Like, we can't.
No, I'm just talking about rivalry. That's going to be the new rivalry is what I'm saying. I'm not giving a fuck about jumping on a plane. I'm talking about that's going to be the new fucking league we're talking about here.
What it is. So the preseason games need to be centered around exactly what CU is doing, playing Colorado State and Nebraska back-to-back. They need to do it every year. All the Buff fans out here advocating that we don't play CSU anymore. It doesn't benefit us. Stop with all that soft shit. You sound like them. We'll play them in a fucking diaper on concrete at midnight in the snow. I don't give a fuck, but we are not going to not play them. We don't avoid trauma. We lean into it. We don't avoid fucking confrontation. You lean into it. You don't avoid the contact and the dirty shit. You know next year when you go to Fort Collins what kind of fight you're in, and you go beat the shit out of them again and let them play these games, and they will fail again. That's the way that they operate. So all I'm saying is I prefer the you have to kill me. I'm not running. That's just the way I operate. So deal with that as you may.